Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cup2Hook Conversations number 72, I believe. Oh my goodness. Is that right? Let me grab my little folder here. But welcome in. Welcome, welcome. And welcome to anyone that is watching this on the replay. Hello, Jen. Jen says hello. Yes, number 72. Oh my goodness. Maybe by my 2-year anniversary, we'll be close to the 100th Cup2Hook conversation. Hello, sweet Margie. She says, hi, Cynthia. Jen says, I have more crazy news. Mike was rear-ended today. What? Oh my gosh. Well, my first question is he okay? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry to hear that. Jen says he's okay though. Thank goodness. Oh my gosh. Well, let me back up a minute, and I just want to hug you and Margie both in. Oh my gosh, yes, Margie's asking, is he okay? Oh, wow, Jen, that's 2 family members that have been in accidents. Oh, and even though it's not their fault, still, the trauma from that, and oh my goodness, bless your family. Well, I am very, very thankful that he is okay. Jen says, hi, Margie. Oh, wow. Well, I have been out on the road today. In fact, I am just kind of scooting in here, so I do apologize that this started just a few minutes late. She says 4 accidents around us in 3 months. I know today on my way to both my appointments, I passed an accident, but coming home, it was 3:30 in the afternoon, and I ended up sitting through 3 different car accidents. So 5 accidents alone I had to kind of weed through today. And so, oh my gosh, it's just craziness. But yeah, I've been quite the little gal on the road today, so I felt kind of normal. Woo, woo. I went to my doctor's appointment and got all thumbs up there. Everything is looking great. The embolism is healing well. The heart is repairing itself and doing well. And all of my regular diabetic stuff, all thumbs up. Only thing, my A1C was a little bit higher than we expected. You know, we knew that the medication they have me on for the embolism was going to skyrocket that and my blood pressure a little bit. But she told me that the word she wanted me to walk away with was celebratory. So that's what I'm doing, even though it was kind of high at 7.6, and it's not been over 7.0. But one time, my 5th year anniversary as a diabetic is coming up this February 14th. Yes, I discovered it on Valentine's Day, but only one time had it been over 7.0. It normally stays between 6.8 and 6.9, especially since I started doing insulin once a week. And so I was a little bit kind of down about that, but you know, she just kind of gave me some key pointers to hit on my diet. So I am taking her word, celebratory and joy, and that is all we're going to say about that. Went on into Columbia, got my fingerprints done today for the first time. That was quite an adventure for my new job, and it was really kind of awkward, you know, because when my kids did it as kids, you know, for like, you know, the little kits that they gave you, like if, you know, something ever happened, I can't think off the top of my head right now what it was called, but you know, it's when, you know, they have to do an Amber Alert or something, you've got your kids' fingerprints and lock of their hair and whatnot. You know, they had to do the ink and all that. This was a kiosk. I've never seen anything like it. It reminded me a lot of those self-checkouts like at Walmart, so you can envision it. And literally it was like putting my fingers on the screen where you run your items over, for it to scan. It was literally like sticking it on a screen like that, and then my fingerprints popped up on, the big screen. And so it was like done, done, done. And so I was like, okay. And then I stopped by the bake shop and visited with my friend for a little bit, picked up a little bit of a paycheck there. So that was nice. So it has been a great, great day. So let me love some people in here. Jen says, hi, Margie. Jen says, 4 accents around us in 3 months. Hello, sweet Shirley. Hug, hug, and welcome in. Thank you for coming over. Shirley says, hey, 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 I made it. Yay! And Jen says, this is crazy. Jen says, hi, Shirley. Jen says, yay, and thumbs up, right? Thank you for welcoming Shirley and Jen. Hello, sweet Denny. She says, hello, hun. Hello, and hugs, hugs, and welcome over to my house. I know last week I kept saying, thank you for letting me come to your house, but I guess it's kind of more like y'all are coming to my house. I don't know. Just glad you're here. Thank you for coming over, Denny. And Jen says, hi, Denny. Thank you for that, Jen. Shirley says, good evening, Jen and Margie. Thank you, Shirley. And Miss Wanda is here, and she says hello with the waving hand emoji to everyone. And she says, I'm hooked. Laugh out loud. Welcome in, Miss Wanda, and hugs, hugs, hugs. And I'm glad you're here with us. And Jen says, hi, Wanda. Thank you, Jen. Darla says, hi, Cynthia and Joy Friends. I'm loving it, Darla. Hello and welcome in. Hugs, hugs to you too. Oh my gosh, you guys, it is so great to be here. Y'all know how much I love Fridays. And I was just like coming down the road. I'm like, gotta get there, gotta get there. And I got here. Denny says, hi, Jen. Hi, Wanda. Hi, Darla. I just love the way y'all welcome each other in as well. Shirley says, hello, Denisha and Darla and Wanda. Jen says, hi, Darla. And my chat jumped. It is as excited as I am. Denny says, hi, Shirley. Hello, Candy. She says, good evening, my joyful sister. Good evening to you, and hugs, hugs, hugs to you. I hope work is going well, and I hope it goes by fast. I know you got to work kind of late tonight, but I'm glad you are here. Shh, don't tell your boss you stepped over to my house for a little bit. Jen says, we had an Amber Alert come across our phones today. Oh, no. That makes me so sad. I hope that they find that person. I would say child, but sometimes it has been an elderly person. So I hope they find them in, good condition. Denny says, hi, Candy. Jen says, hi, Candy. Proverbs 31 Yarn, which is Miss Jenny, I believe that's right, is here. And she says, hello and blessings to everyone. And I was right. It is, I think I said Jenny, but it's Miss Jeannie. So awesome, awesome. And Denny says, hi, Jeannie. Should have just read the next comment, right? Hello, sweet Meagan. And she says, hey, hugs, 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 Meagan. And Denny says, I'm all moved out of my last place. Whoop, whoop. Sounds like celebratory is also a word for you, my friend. Mr. Joyful just brought me in some hot tea. Ooh, ooh. Where'd this one come from?
Tuesday morning.
Oh, this is one of those. Okay. Yeah. Y'all, I love it. I love it. I love it. Trying new teas. And I get to do it with you guys. So I'm sure that's a little hot. So I'm going to have to let it cool a minute. So I'll wait and show you what it is in a minute. All right. So we are congratulating Denny getting all moved out. The big celebratory is getting all moved in and everything unboxed and settled, right? Jen says, hi, Jeannie. And Jen says, hi, Megan. Margie says, hugs to everyone. I just love you guys so much. Y'all just give me the squishies. All right. Denny says, is tired. I bet you are. I bet you are, my friend. She says, hi, Megan. Jen says, be right back. And hello, Free Handy. She says, hello with a big red heart. And thank you for joining my family. I noticed that you joined this week. And so it is so great to have you here. Let me know if there's a first name that I can associate with your channel. And she says, I'll be cooking, so I'll be back and forth, but we'll be listening. Well, we are so glad that you are here. Let me just hug you in. And Megan says, so I went to the Hampton Inn today and I saw my cousin, Clint, and he was apparently talking to Casey Freely and what? Oh, talking to Ace Freely and Kiss member. I didn't even know he played at the Opera House. Oh my gosh, Megan, that is exciting. I thought you were going to tell me you went to the Hampton Inn and they finally decided to give you a job. So you have to let me know about that. Oh my goodness. You guys, it's been a while since I've seen Megan. Tomorrow, she's going to come spend some time with us tomorrow after my physical therapy in the morning. And it has been 10 days since we have seen Megan. So Todd and I are looking forward to spending some time with her. Although we plan on being lazy. He wants to play some computer games and I want to crochet. I have quite a few things I need to get done crochet-wise, so it'll be a crochet day, not a lazy day. But that is exciting, Megan. I can't wait to hear more about that. Free Handy says, hello, everyone in the chat, and has a heart emoji. And Darla says, I lost 5 pounds. Yay! Yay, Darla! Not to jump on your bandwagon, but that's exactly what my doctor said today when I was there, that I had lost 5 pounds, which means I've lost 9 pounds in 3 months. You guys, I have no clue how that happened because it's not like I really have been walking until what, 2 weeks ago? So woo woo for Darla and I. I mean, 5 pounds is a lot. It's a lot. So way to go, Darla. Jeannie says, I am cleaning and cooking, but I will be listening. Well, I am just so glad that you are here. She says, my friends call me Niecy, pronounced, oh, I said it right, Niecy. Oh my gosh, almost like Niecy Nash. I don't know if you know who that is. That is Free Handy in case some of my my Blind Joy friends are with us or listening in on the replay. And also my friends that are busy doing crochet projects like I would like for y'all to be doing while you're here on this live. Jen says, I'm back. Jen says, hi, Niecy. Jen says, yay, Darla, right? Oh, you guys, woo, woo for Darla. Denny says, hi, Niecy. And Darla says, awesome, Cynthia. Thank you. And Megan says, woo, woo, and party favor. Hello, sweet VJ. Oh my gosh, VJ. I have like 2 of your videos flagged to watch. I may have Megan just watch YouTube with me tomorrow while I crochet. Oh my gosh. I'm catching up, my friend. I'm catching up. It is so good to have you here tonight. Hugs, hugs, hugs. So happy you're here. Jen says, congrats on your loss, Cynthia. Thank you. It was funny because there's a pair of jeans that I've never been able to wear. And when I asked Todd to help me get some jeans out of the closet because The way our closet is situated, it's hard for me to get to it still because my balance is still not great. And he brought them out and I wasn't even paying attention. And then I put them on. And then as I was zipping them up, I was like, whoa. I said, Todd, I've never been able to wear these. And now I know why. But there's another pair that I still can't get into. So that's my goal. But anyway, maybe I'll wash them a little bit and loosen up the material. Wanda says, be right back. Got to take my fur baby out. Completely understand that. VJ says, hi, Nisi, Jen, Denny, Darla, and Megan. Margie says, congrats to Darla and Cynthia. Thank you, Margie, and thank you, VJ, for saying hello to all of our friends. Jen says, hi, VJ. VJ says, bless you, Cynthia. You are too kind. No, I just love you, my friend, and I love your videos. So I've got you and a couple other people to catch up on, but I'm so excited. I did finally get to go check out some of Miguel's outside videos. So he's with Who Knows is his channel, and he doesn't do them for me, but he knows that I appreciate them. And even though I'm able to get out a little on my own, I'm still not quite, on the trails yet. So I just love his videos. VJ says, hi, Margie. So tell me, everyone, what is in your cup? It wouldn't be a cup to hook conversation if we didn't talk about what's in our cups. So let me know what's in your cup. I am drinking out of my black butterfly mug, and that tea is still extremely hot, so I can tell from the touch of the mug. So I'm not going to put it to my lips yet, but the new tea that I'm trying, it came from the store Tuesday morning, and it's called Let's Have Tea, and it's a green tea, and it's a pomegranate flavor. So that is the box right there. And I'm just going to say, I'm sorry if I am showing this and I'm not supposed to. I don't know what all the copyright stuff is, but I don't think so. I don't see a name brand on it unless Let's Have Tea is a name brand. But anyway, and it doesn't tell me any. Oh, it does over here. Let's see. It just has green tea and pomegranate flavor, a blend of Ceylon and other origin green tea. That Ceylon word is Ceylon. And that is not the name of the company. That must just be the name of the brand, because the company name is Life Plus Style Gourmet. And they actually have, they're out of Valley Stream, New York. And they actually have a phone number. So I'm just going to read off their phone number in case anybody's interested in trying to get this tea if you don't have a Tuesday mornings. And it is 516-823-3001. Wow, that's cool. I've never seen them put a phone number on there before. All right. Darla says, ice water is in my mug. Shirley says, coffee and Christmas spinners with jingle bells on my hook. Ooh, fun. Denny says, water. And she says, hi, VJ. Margie, shocker, has coffee. And Denny says, congratulations. I love it when I get to know you guys, and I know that Margie is going to tell me she has coffee in hers. All right. So tell me, what is on your hooks? What are you working on? I am curious to know. And you guys can keep telling me what is in your cups, what is on your hooks, and I am going to jump right in and show you what is on my hook. And then I'm going to show you what is off of my hook as a finished object. So after doing the snow family, which is my finished objects that I'm getting ready to show you, I had a lot of fun with them. I am so in love with them. But for the moment, I'm actually happy to be done with them. They just took a lot longer than I expected, but I should have known better because, it's all single crochet. So you guys know single crochet takes forever when you're working on a single crochet project. And so I'm just really happy to have them done. And so right now, I am just doing something that literally I can do and not even think what I'm doing, just like do it. And so I am just working on a little baby blanket. It's not very big, so it's about that long. And I'm going to show you the colors, and then I'll tell you what the yarn is. And I just love that pink variegated yarn right there. It actually kind of looks Christmassy to me, but anyway, so there again, that's what I'm working on. And after I show you the yarn, I'm going to tell you the stitches because it is a very, very simple stitch. But I had 2 cakes. These are the Premier Parfait Layers cakes. That's what I'm using. And I had 2 cakes of this color. When I first bought these cakes, I actually bought them from our AC Moore before they went out of business. And I was not as experienced with anything other than Red Heart yarn. Red Heart yarn, I knew about how many skeins to get, for whatever project I was doing. But as I've branched out and learned about other yarns and whatnot, I did not know. So, just to kind of show my, small-minded thinking, I thought 1 or 2 cakes would make a blanket. And so anyone who knows that that's not true. There is 459 yards in one of these cakes. So it's an 8.4 ounce cake, which is a pretty good size cake. But in order to do a really nice size baby blanket with a border, you probably would need 3. And I, did not know that in my uneducated mindset when I bought these. So I only had 2 of these and I only had 1 of these. So I am mixing them together. So I'm color controlling it a little bit to make the blanket so that the pinks, kind of, run throughout the blanket. And then it's really cool though, because this green right here matches the green here, and that solid green is in the pink one, and that variegated green, as you can see, is in the yellow white green one. But it blends very well together. So I like it. Let me read your comments and then I'll tell you the stitches. Darla says, I am working on a blanket to donate to a fundraiser. Kudos to you, my friend. Meagan says, I have a mix of Lipton green tea, purple, I am not sure what that word is, acai, and blueberry, white tea, blueberry, and pomegranate. Oh my gosh, all that sounds really good though. I love that. You bring some of yours, I'll give you some of mine, and we'll exchange so we can share. All right. Nisi says, I am finishing up a hat, attaching some corkscrews onto the top and sticking 2 maple leaves on the bottom of the scarf. It's a set. I already stitched the maple leaves onto the hat. Oh my gosh, that sounds really awesome. Oh my goodness. Meagan says, pretty. Speaking of that, because when we have this time, I really, really want to, we talked about me doing this in the future on StreamYard. And so I have been kind of playing around with that a little bit more. I've not done any tests yet, but I am definitely going to start doing my Cup2Hook conversations through StreamYard so I can invite you guys up to show your projects. And oh my gosh, Nisi, I really wish that was now so that I could see this set because it sounds so adorable. But I've decided that I'm going to start it at the first of the year because we only have a couple more weeks really because we'll take off the Friday after Thanksgiving and we'll not be on the Friday of Christmas and New Year. So we only have like maybe 3 or 4 more weeks, that we'll be together before we hit the new year. So I am aiming that first Friday of the new year to start going through StreamYard so that I can invite you guys up to show your project. So be ready. Meagan says, pretty. Denny says, I am making a Christmas shawl, Virus Meets Granny. Oh my gosh, and a Christmas one. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. Denny says, oh, it is so pretty. Thank you. Darla says, it's beautiful, Cynthia. Thank you, Darla. Wanda says, I am back. Pretty blanket. Glad you like the name change. Yes, I do. If y'all have not noticed, Wanda has changed her channel name. It is now Crochet Done My Way with Wanda. And oh my gosh, let me see if I can get this right. It was the backward wrong side Crochet with Wanda. Is that right? But yes, I do love the new name. VJ says ginger lemon tea. Oh, I love anything with ginger in it. Yum, yum. In the cup, stitching together Linda Simpson's pewter cowl. I've heard about her cowl. I've got to go over to her channel and check that out. VJ said, oh, I just read that one. Candy says, there is nothing in my cup. Need to get a drink, my friend. Finish the pride throw blanket. Yes, which is beautiful, by the way. Thank you for sharing that with me. Working on another throw with a bobble stitch. Ooh, yarn eater, but it's going to be beautiful. All right. So the stitches I'm using, I did a multiple of 3 and a chain 1 for my foundation. And then I am literally putting in each stitch a single crochet, a half double, and then a double crochet. And then I skip 2, and then I repeat it. Single crochet, half double, double crochet. And after you get off the foundation row, let me show you this. I'm at the end here. But as you come on, after you get off the foundation row, so you're starting with row 2, it creates where you did your last stitch in between. It creates this little hole here, this space. And so I'm going in those spaces to do my single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet. So it ends up being between each of those shells, so to speak, that it creates. But that little shell you see is a single, half double, double. And it's really cute and really easy. Easy, easy, easy. So, believe it or not, I think I have done all of this probably in about maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. So I haven't put a lot of time in it, and it's going to work up rather quickly. So yeah, that's an easy project. Of course, this is a bulky 5. So, and it calls for an eye hook, I believe. Oh no, it calls for a K. But you guys, I'm just using a J hook. I'm using a J hook, and so it does make the stitches, a little bit tighter together, but I like that. Because for a baby blanket, you don't want the hole so big. Their fingers are going to go through it anyway, but you don't want them too big that their whole hands go through it and get stuck. So anyway, I'm happy with the J hook on that. Okay, my finished projects. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to take pictures all week, and so those of you that have been waiting on those pictures, I am so sorry that they didn't happen. I showed you her last week finished, so I'm just showing her again in case some of you were not here. But this is my lady snowman, and so my little snowman family represents our little family. So this is the grandma snowman, which represents me. And so her name is Lolly. So this is Lolly the snow lady. And then here comes Pop Pop for Todd. He is my favorite. Are you ready? Ah, isn't he adorable? Oh my goodness. And his little hat comes off. So let me tell you a couple little things about him. On the hat, the pattern that they had for him, they had me crochet basically the hat in a rectangle pattern. And any of you who've made hats, I'm sure, have made one at some point in time like that. I have before, but once you make the rectangle, then you kind of just sew up the seam up the back and kind of gather the hat together with the darning needle and then put the pom-pom on the top. Yeah, I didn't like that for the snowman. So I just made a regular hat like I would kind of for a newborn, and then downsized it just a little bit more even and made his hat that way. And then did front and back double crochets in the around the front post and the back post to kind of create this ridging effect around it. And then in the pattern, I'm not sure where I have put those patterns at. I thought I had them here on the desk, but oh, I do. So let me show you this so you can see the difference. So this is how he was supposed to look. And I did make the snowflake garland, but I didn't like it because it covered him up too much. So instead, I made him mittens, and his mittens can also come off. So I actually like him better with the mittens, but that's just my little take. So, but yeah, so I didn't do the garland. I just gave him some mittens, and he's my favorite. I love him. And yeah, look at how big he is. I mean, compared to my head, look. I mean, he's good size. So, yep. So this is Pop Pop. So Lolly and Pop Pop. And we only have one granddaughter who is about to celebrate her first birthday. So I decided, here was the kit. You could make a little girl and a little boy. And I just made a little girl since we only have one grandchild at the moment. And so this is little Violet Snow Girl. So, and as you notice too on theirs, they don't give them mouths. And the noses are made out of felt. I did make all of my noses out of cotton yarn. And I had to give them all mouths. They had to smile. They had to have some joy in them. So that's my little snowman family. And I am so excited with the way they turned out. Especially since I haven't done a ton of amigurumi. In fact, the only amigurumi that I've ever made are that, I hope you can see them, right here. That pail and shovel and that flamingo that I did from Crochet Society. And then right up here on top of the armoire is a butterfly that I made for Violet. So those are the only amigurumi that I have ever done. So I was very, very happy with how those came out. But anyway, enough of me. Let's talk about you guys now. Okay, Wanda says, you almost had it. Wanda the backwards wrong-sided crocheter. Okay. Thank you for correcting it. But I do like the new name. I like that name too. but I do love the new name. I think the new name will be easier to remember. Yes, I agree. Margie says, I am starting a baby romper, first time making one. Oh my gosh, that is exciting. Oh my gosh, Margie, you'll have to tell me if you found it to be easy. Meagan says, oh my gosh, that's right. You haven't seen them yet. So aren't they adorable? Meagan says, so cute. Jen says, I think so too, Wanda. And I like it because I do things my way, not the normal way. Right, right. I agree, Jen. As y'all saw how I changed those up. Denny says, too cute. Meagan has a blue heart with a snowman emoji as well. VJ says, I like the changes you made. Thank you. And also with the girls, they wanted me to hot glue their earmuffs on. And then they had a pipe cleaner for the band. And so I was not going to hot glue them. So mine are sewn on. You know, I just did it with the darning needle. And then I just took some yarn and made a headband. And I showed you Lolly's first because I purposely, let me hold her back up while I show this, because Violet is supposed to represent my granddaughter and be a little kid. I purposely put hers on crooked. And I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I think you can there. But I did that on purpose because I wanted to give it its uniqueness too, because, you know, kids never keep things on straight. So just showing you Lolly's is straight, but Violet's is a little bit crooked because, you know, that's how kids are. So anyway, but because my husband's like, that's crooked. I said, it's supposed to be. He's like, really? I said, no, like I wanted it to be. So anyway, but yeah. And out of all the mouths, I like hers the best. I don't know why hers came out so good, but hers is better than all the other mouths. There's Lolly's. Lolly's almost looks like a clown, but but I love how Violet's little mouth came out. And this is Pop Pop's. His isn't too bad. So anyway, but yeah, those are really fun to make. And they were easy patterns, just time consuming, very time consuming. And Violet's shawl can come off as well, which is really good because then as my granddaughter plays with it, Lolly's coat does not come off. I did sew her coat to her body, but little Violet's shawl can come off, so little Violet can play with it. So yeah. But anyway, I don't know if you can tell I'm a proud grandma. All right. Meagan says, aw, Darla says, they are so cute, and an emoji smiley face with hearts for eyes. Thank you, Darla. Nancy says, hi, all, Cynthia, with a smiley face emoji blowing a kiss, and hugs, hugs, Nancy. Welcome in. Darla says, you did a great job. Thank you. And a clapping hands emoji. Hello, Mare. Hugs, hugs, and welcome in, my friend. She says, hi. VJ says, hi, Mare. Thank you, VJ. Mare says, what is normal is subjective. Otherwise, normal to me is a setting on a washing machine. I love it. Jen says, hi, Mare. Thank you, Jen. Meagan says, like I always say, I love it, and it's great when someone puts their own uniqueness into their creations with a smiley face emoji. Absolutely. VJ says, laugh out loud. Mare says, those are adorable. Congrats. Thank you, Mare. Denny says, has a snowman emoji and says, cute, cute. Thank you, Denny. Jen says, hi, Nancy. Thank you, Jen. And Wanda says, adorable. Love them. Thank you, thank you. So continue to tell me what is in your cup, what is on your hooks. Hopefully my tea is cooled off enough. Oh, wow. For being a pomegranate, it's kind of sweet. It's good. And again, for those of you coming in, I'm drinking Let's Have Tea. So green tea with pomegranate in it. All right. What is our question for tonight besides what's in our cup and on our hooks? Our question is, and I didn't think about this question, so I'm not sure what my answer is, so I'm going to have to think a minute. If you could go back in time, who would you have lunch with? It can be somebody famous, like George Washington. It can be somebody who is significant to your life, like a grandparent or a sibling or someone who's no longer with us. If you could go back in time and could have lunch with one person, who would that person be? So I'm going to let you think about that for a minute. Nancy says, hi, Jen. Thank you, Nancy. Nancy says, is there a pattern for the snowmen? There is a pattern. I just dropped one of them on the floor. It is through Mary Maxim. Sorry. My rocking chair does not slide as well as my wheelchair did. They're through Mary Maxim. They're actually kits that I bought about 5 years ago, but somebody was telling me that they did see them still in Mary Maxim catalogs, so you can probably still get them. But mine were 3 different kits, and one of them was the Snow Babies kit, and then the male snowman and the female snowman. And so let me see. They have numbers on here. So the Snow Babies, the number for it is 98156N. So that's the Snow Babies. And then for the Lady Snowman, she is number 99663N. And I hope these are focusing in for you. And the snowman, the guy snowman, is 99042N. And just to let you know, because I see the size that they have listed here, how big they should be. Most of them called for, I think, an H hook. The babies, the Snow Babies called for an H hook, and the bigger snowman called for an I hook. And I used a J hook, so that's why they're bigger on the 2, on the Lolly and the Pop Pop Snowman. And then on Little Miss Violet, I used an H hook. So, yeah. So she is probably close to size. Because she was an H hook. So she's the only one that I did to the size that it called for. And I used a J hook on the 2 bigger snowman, which made them much bigger. But I wanted them to be much bigger. So anyway. All right. Mare says, hi, Cynthia, VJ, Megan, Jen, Wanda, Denny, Nancy, Darla, Margie, Shirley, and anyone I missed. I think that covers it. Hugs, hugs, my friends. Thank you, Mare. Candy says, I am not sure. IEO. Denny says, hi, Mare. Thank you, Denny. Candy says, oops. Denny says, hi, Nancy. Candy says, I would go back in time to have lunch with Donna, her sister. Oh, that's so sweet. Darla says, it would be my mom. Oh, Darla, she says she passed away in 1992 at the age of 44. Wow, I still miss her, I'm sure. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Darla. That would be an amazing lunch. VJ says, my second great-grandfather, John, I would ask him if he knew where he was born and if he knew anything about his family. I would ask that of all of my second great-grandparents, right? Oh, VJ. She says, I know, Candy. I am so sorry. Hug. Mare says, it would be either my father or my father's mother. My dad died when I was 15 months old. Wow. And his mother passed shortly after he did. I don't really know much about my father's family. Oh, wow. And Nancy said, be right back. If I could go back in time and eat lunch with somebody, I don't think mine would be a famous person either. I think I would want to go back in time and eat lunch with my grandmother, my mom's mother. I was older in life when she passed away. I was in my late 30s when she passed. But the person I probably would want to eat lunch with the most is a friend of mine named Donna, who always had the most beautiful smile on her face. And sadly, when I was a freshman in high school, when she was a freshman in high school, I was actually in the 7th grade. But she committed suicide on Thanksgiving Day. And I can still see that light in her eyes, and I can still see that beautiful smile. But yep, I would like to catch up with her. So Denny says, what's the question? Good. The question is, if you could go back in time, who would you have lunch with? It can be somebody significant to you. It can be somebody famous. But yeah. All right. So while you guys are telling me what's in your cup, what's on your hooks, and who you would go back in time and eat lunch with if you could, I'm going to go ahead and move forward a little bit. And I want to thank everyone who stopped by on the 7th and wished Christy Turley a happy birthday. So that was a lot of fun reading all of your birthday wishes to her. And I know that she appreciated it very much. She stopped by and gave a few comments as well. So happy birthday, Christy. Again, all the videos I put out this week, all the links are in the description box below, so I'm not going to go through all of them, including the morning devotions are there, so you can just click on those links right in the description box, and it can take you to everything. No update on the traveling box of joy. They're still kind of in the same locations, but I will be getting a update video out next week. And so currently right now, box 1 is in Pennsylvania, box 2 is in New Jersey, and box 3 is in South Dakota. And that list is growing a little bit with more people who are interested in the joy boxes. So let me just reiterate that they will be coming home in December. But if the box did not get to you, and some of you have actually requested to receive another box, one of the other boxes, if you haven't gotten those before they come home, do not worry, because 3 brand new boxes will be going out in January at the first of the year. And the 3 boxes that come home, we will do a giveaway. So those 3 boxes will permanently go to somebody's home. So yeah. Movie night last week, our winner was Meagan, who is with us right now. So congratulations, Meagan. And the person who had the most points from movie night last week was Miss Margie, and she is with us. So congrats to Margie. She had 42 points. And on Saturday shout outs, as I shared last Friday, every week it will have all my new Joy friends that joined my family in the previous month. So you got to see again all the names of those that joined in the month of October. And again, I just want to give some quick shout outs to them. And that is Booyah, Stephanie Salazar, Darla Antonio, who's with us right now. So, hey, Darla. And Meagan Nadine, who is with us now also. So, hello, Meagan. Teresa Van Hook, Lawana Bergner, Prepper for Life, Miss Penny, Granny Crafter Edna, and Lena's Design Rita. And then I also shared that starting last week, there would be one content creator in each of those Saturday shout outs. And so last week on Saturday, the shout out went to Connie with Just Another Stitch. And once again, in the description box below is a link to her channel. She has a giveaway going on, so there's a link to that. And she has a new pattern for a new beanie hat. And that link is also in the box below. So definitely go check those out. And that kind of gets us caught up for the week. So let me see who your lunch dates are. Shirley says, it would be my grandmother. She taught me to sew, embroidery, cook, and feed the animals. Love it. Grandpa taught me to milk the cow. Oh my gosh. I know that would be a great lunch, Shirley. Denny says, my mom and my fiance both took their lives, so I'd like answers. I can understand that, Denny, and I'm so sorry for that. Wow. Mare says, what will be in my cup because work was awful today? Oh, wine will be in my cup because work was awful today. Well, if it was that awful, then you definitely deserve that wine. Shirley says, God bless you, Mare. Denny says, Mare, I am so sorry, right? No one likes a bad work day, especially on a Friday. Well, hopefully you're getting a little pick-me-up here with all the love of all these wonderful Joy friends, and hopefully your Joy tank is filling up a little bit. So sorry that it was a bad day. Shirley says, congratulations, Margie. And Mare says, how hard for you, Denny, right? To lose both of them like that. Meagan says, yee. Denny says, Mare, yes, it was within 4 years of each other. Very traumatic. I cannot even imagine, Denny. And Shirley says, how sad. I hope you found comfort in Christ. Amen. Yes, yes, yes. It's never easy to lose somebody, but the memories of them should bring us comfort and a fondness. Like, I was still rather young when my friend took her life, but to be able to look back and still see that bright, smiling face and the potential there. Oh my gosh, she played the flute so beautifully. I was just always in awe of her ability to do that. And you're right, Denny. I mean, it would be great to have answers like, how did we not even pick up on things, and when I look back, even at the young age that I was, there were things there that should have been clues, but we can't blame ourselves, because after all, we can't be someone's salvation. There's only one person that can be their salvation, And if they don't have that relationship with God, then how do they know that they have it? And so I think for me, and I'm only speaking for me, I think I would also like to tell her I'm sorry. I'm sorry that maybe I didn't listen enough, and maybe I didn't share God enough, because even at that age, God was really big in my life. He's been huge in my life since I was 10, and most people knew it, but maybe I wasn't loud enough. And so, and I know I was silly because I've always been kind of a bubbly person, and maybe I was just too silly at that age. And she was a little bit older, so maybe she was a little bit more grown than me. But I still can't apologize for that, because that was her battle. And I was a kid, but Denny, I wish I had an answer, but I don't. But I do know who does, and that is God. And I know that you are a strong Christian woman, and I just encourage you to keep talking to him and get that peace and comfort from him, because one day you will have those answers. So, yeah, just praying for you. I can't imagine that loss. So. Denny says, surely that the Lord has definitely healed my heart. It was 19 and 15 years ago. And I know that sounds like a long time, but with anyone who passes, it still feels like it was yesterday. Like I said, I can still close my eyes and see her face. I see it when she was alive, and I see it in the coffin. I can still see that too. But we have to draw comfort from the memories we have and the time we had together. And I do believe that one day answers will be given, and reunions will be made. Mare says, Denny, my mom had lost her husband, both his parents and her father, all within a couple of years, and it took an awful toll on her. Wow. Wanda says, my dad, he passed in 93, would like to know what he wanted to tell me before he passed. Oh, wow. Yes, not having that closure. I can only imagine, Wanda. Denny says, Mare, I am sorry. That's hard. It is. Well, I didn't mean to take us down such a sentimental road, but that's the thing I love about this Cup2Hook conversation, is that it is real conversation, and that we have such a great group of, friends here, that we can talk about sometimes the hard stuff. It doesn't have to all be laughter and giggles, that we can find joy in the comfort of comforting one another, especially during this time of the year. Holidays are a hard time, and they're approaching. Like, I was talking to my aunt today, and she was already, shopping for Thanksgiving dinner. And so the holidays are in preparation, and they're meant to be good times. But for some of us, we have losses that are great, and it's really hard to find the joy in celebrating, because those losses are so deep and so painful. And so I love that we have that openness, and we have that, inclusiveness here, that we can come together and literally feel the love and feel the support and feel the comfort and draw strength from one another. And again, I am just so indelibly and humbly grateful to each and every one of you that we have that here. And we couldn't have that if it weren't for you. So thank you. And thank you for the way that you are here for one another. It's just a beautiful thing and something that is rare. I mean, the world is usually out for themselves, and you can feel the compassion here. So, yeah, you guys are so great. I'm truly blessed to be on the listening end of this and the receiving end of watching you guys love one another up. So, and be loved by one another. You know, that's hard too for some of us is, you know, we can easily love other people, but it's hard for us to be loved. And so it's a two-way street, and I love that. So, thank you, everyone. Darla says, I know, Wanda. I felt like there were things my mom wanted to tell me too. Mare says, that is so true. It feels like yesterday. Smells especially trigger my emotions. I cried my eyes out over a toasted cinnamon bagel. Both my husband and my mom love cinnamon raisin. Oh, wow. Yes, Mare. And you know, that's the thing about grief is, you know, it comes in different waves. And even, you know, in sometimes in your grief, even if it's been 15, 20 years, you know, somebody might say something or they might do something that reminds you of that person. And it might even bring a giggle up. You know, not all grief is painful. You know, sometimes it brings you those silly memories too. And yes, certainly a scent does, or, you know, the weirdest of things. It could be a song. I mean, I think about us playing dodgeball, you know, and even through the years playing dodgeball. I mean, I can remember because I knew Donna from our youth group, and I mean, playing dodgeball and the way she would squeal, even when the ball wasn't coming to her, you know, and so it, yeah, I agree, Mayor. Um, and I know you in particular, Mayor, because you opened up to everybody last week, so I know I can say something. I know that this coming holiday is going to be really tough for you and your son, and I mean, we're just praying you guys up and loving you up. And I know you're not alone. I know there are other of you here that this holiday is going to be hard. But focus on a good memory, you know, talk about it, you know, talk about those memories, those good memories. So, yeah. I know it's not the same, but, you know, my youngest son and my middle son, they're both off doing their thing, and they're not going to be here. And even though I can still pick up the phone and hear their voice, you know, I know it's not the same with what we're talking about, but there's still a little sadness, you know, because I know that the boys like certain foods that we fix, which we're not doing a big Thanksgiving dinner this year. So it's not like, you know, it'll be a food thing, but I still just miss just hanging out with family. So, but I'm hoping to make some new friends this Thanksgiving and spend it with them and make new memories. So, and those new memories don't replace the older memories. It just brings comfort and you're not alone. Margie says, so sorry, Mare. Hugs to you. And Mare, I do hope you feel those hugs. Mare says, I had not bought any cinnamon raisin anything for years. My son brought a package home when he went shopping. I am more of a savvy person, but occasionally like something sweet. Well, thank you for sharing all that, Mayor. Yep. All right. Well, it is a few minutes past 8. So if you want to continue sharing, please do. But I am going to go ahead and move us into our Joy Basket moment. And again, I can't believe the hour is already up. Time just flies by. All right. Our Joy Basket moment today is titled Love Indeed. My friends, all I can say is, isn't God so good? I mean, here we are with what we're talking about, and yet our Joy Basket moment. And I don't read these ahead because I want to live in the moment with you. And so, yep, our Joy Basket moment is titled Love Indeed. Whoever has the world's goods and sees his brother in need and closes his heart against him, how does the love of God abide in him? Little children, let us not love with word or with tongue, but in deed and truth. 1 John chapter 3, verse 17 and 18. Over and over, the writers of the Bible emphasize that love is not simply a feeling, but an action-based choice. We cannot say we love somebody and then act unlovingly or indifferent toward them. True love is evident by our deeds. To walk as Christ walked requires sacrifice. In this verse, Peter is not telling believers to give away everything they own. He is addressing Christians who have wealth, the world's goods. When we look around and recognize someone else who is in need, and we have the ability to fill that need, we cannot allow our hearts to grow hard. If the love of God is in us, we'll act as Christ demonstrated with his own love and his life. How can your love abide in me if I am not abiding in you? That is why we are here today, spending time with God, sacrificing and searching for truth. Please fill us, Lord, with your love. Then please open our eyes to see how we can love others around us and how we can help meet their needs. Who do you know personally that needs something? How will you help them? And already tonight, we have learned some of the needs of some of our friends right here and how the holidays are going to be hard. So I just kind of challenge us to remember our friends and love them up. When we're celebrating Thanksgiving and we're being thankful for the family and the friends that we're with, you know, when you go to wash your hands to eat the meal or you take a quick bathroom break, you know, think about our friends here that have hurts and needs and just kind of pray them up and love them up so that they can, in their grief and in their sadness, find thankfulness in the memories and find joy in the silly part of life. VJ says, Mayor and Denny, my love, hugs, and prayers to you both. VJ, thank you. I can feel your love and compassion, so I know they can. Mayor says, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving or have a traditional meal. I will be making items for the battered women's shelter, Christmas boutique, and blankets for stillborn babies. See, Mayor, even in your sadness, though, you are blessing others. And through that, I know that you will be blessed. What a servant's heart. Denny says, VJ, thank you. VJ says, you're welcome, Denny, my friend. Oh my gosh. I actually hate to leave y'all. I'm not ready to leave y'all. But if you're not busy tonight and you don't have anything better to do, then I just invite you to come hang out with us for movie night. We are continuing to look at Call the Midwife. We're in season 5 right now. And even if you don't want to come and play the game, just bring a project and come hang out with us and have fun. Again, I have no clue what sweet treat Mr. Joyful is bringing to movie night, but I have gotten to a point that I get really excited about that too. And so I'm curious to see what he has. Well, I stopped off at the bake shop to pick up my little paycheck and visit with my friend for a moment. He was getting off of work and he said he was heading to the store because he had to get something sweet for tonight. So I was like, what you getting? He's like, Nunya. I have never heard of that, you guys. So I'm curious to find out what Nunya is. Of course, I know Nunya is none my business until it's meant to be my business. But anyway, so I'm glad he's having fun with that. And I hope that you are as well. And I can't wait to see those of you that are coming to movie night, what sweet treats you're bringing. Mare says, I don't mean to depress people. I actually am a very upbeat person, but thank you for your kind words. Oh, Mare, we definitely do know that. And you are not depressing us. My friend, your grief is real. I mean, your husband, I mean, that's a hard loss, you know? That's your soulmate. That's your companion. And I'm just thankful that you trusted us enough to bring it up and to talk about it with us and allow us, you know, the opportunity to pray for you and to have you on our mind and our hearts during Thanksgiving and to be able to just pray for you. So thank you. Meagan has a ton of emojis. She has a light bulb. She has a camera. She has the movie clip, a smiley face, a TV. Meagan says, grieving is part of what makes us human. That is beautiful. And oh my gosh, Meagan, to come from a young mind like that who, you know, has experienced grief, but not to the capacity that some of us have, that is very profound. And I love that. That is very beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And you're very correct. I was telling my doctor today, she told me I'm not one who cries. And her normal nurse that's with her, her name is Samantha, and she wasn't there today. And she's like, oh my gosh, if Samantha could just see you, because remember all the other times I've gone in there, I've gone in a wheelchair and I was not in a good shape. And to see me walk in and to see me so happy, and, you know, we've never talked about religion before. We've never talked about faith or anything like that. And she said that she could tell that there was a higher being about me. And it was really good to see. She says, all I can say is I'm elated. I'm so elated. That's the only way I can strongly express the thrill and the excitement that I see in putting eyes on you. And she said, because of that, and because of seeing you and seeing how good you look, she's like, why don't you come back in 6 months instead of 3? And then I was just like, hallelujah, you know. And if that wasn't enough, my friends, my crochet friends, then she says to me, hey, do you take orders? And I'm like, for my crochet? She's like, yeah. I was like, yes. She's like, my best friend is having her first baby in February. So she wants me to make a lovey for a little girl. And so look at that. Woo, woo. But anyway, kind of going back to what Meagan was saying, I told her the one thing I don't want anyone to say about the journey I've been on is I feel sorry for you. I don't want people to feel sorry for me because what I've been through makes me who I am. It's part of what continues to mold the character of who I am. And I wouldn't appreciate things in life if I didn't know what loss was, if I didn't know what sorrow was, if I didn't know what heartbreak was, if I didn't know what grief was, frustration, even anger. How in the world could I then fully grasp the true emotion and feeling and definition of what love is, happiness, joy, elation, as she said? We can't. If everything would go smoothly and beautifully all the time, we wouldn't know the difference. We wouldn't appreciate things. And I told her that she asked me if I used my cane at all. And I said, not right now. It's in the car in case I need it, but I don't. And she says, don't be embarrassed by it. And I said, no, no, no. The old me before 3 months ago, would have not wanted to use that cane because of the embarrassment, that I see. But I said, that's not why I'm not using it. If I don't have to use it, I want to walk on my own 2 feet. Even if the cane would give me every reason not to walk gracefully and not to look graceful when I walk. But not having it and walking not gracefully and not looking graceful when I walk, it is okay. And I really don't get bothered anymore by what the world thinks when they see me walk, because I know where I've been and just the gratitude that I have that I'm even able to walk on my own 2 feet. I don't care what that walk looks like as long as I have a walk to walk. So I will waddle everywhere joyfully because I'm actually walking. And if I hadn't been through what I'd been through, and if I hadn't have lost my life 3 months ago and been given another chance, then I wouldn't appreciate the beauty and even being able to walk on my own 2 feet as much. So I completely agree, Meagan, that the things we go through, and I know I've gone over and I apologize, but there's a reason for this. And I really want to hug you guys so tightly because we all have some kind of baggage. We all have some kind of hurt and pain. We all have some kind of loss and grief. There's none of us that's untouched. So I just want to love you up, and I want to touch you in a way to know that you are not alone. Our friends who left this world on their own accord felt like they were alone. I don't want anyone to feel alone, ever. And so, again, I thank you, Meagan, to be 19 years old and to give such a profound statement like that is a beautiful thing. And I just want to hug all of you so tightly right now. Oh my gosh. Whew. For those of you who are new, this is us. Real people being real. I agree, Denny. Thank you so much for saying that to Mayor. She says, Mayor, your heart is in the right place. And you guys, if you don't know Mare, and I have had the wonderful opportunity to get to know Mare, and she does indeed have a very big heart, and it is in the right place. I'm telling you, even when, I know she probably gets tired of me telling this, but even when I least expected it, but I needed it the most, there was Mare on the phone in my ear telling me cat stories to take my mind off of the fact that I couldn't move my leg, you know, and just bringing joy to me in a way that she could, because she has that big, loving, giving heart. So, yes, Denny, I agree that her heart is in the right place, and it is a very big heart. VJ says, Candy, you know you are in our thoughts and prayers as well. Yes. For those of you who don't know, Candy lost her sister, Donna, in August. So that is very fresh. And going into these holidays, the first holidays without her, is going to be tough. So thank you, VJ. Candy says, thanks, VJ. Denny says, please pray for Astro. He's an 8-year-old dog and he has congestive heart failure. And Monday, his parents have a hard decision to make. Definitely, Denny. Definitely. And Denny says, Candy, praying for you. Praying hands emoji and a heart emoji. Mare says, how wonderful, Cynthia. And has a big heart emoji, clapping hands, and smiley face. Margie says, Candy, you are in my prayers. Thank you, Margie, for also loving her up. Candy says, thanks, Margie. Mare says, yes, Candy, prayers to you, dear. Thank you, Mare. Meagan says, hugs, and has a hug emoji. Thank you, Meagan. Mare says, yes, Denny. Pets are the family you choose, right? Amen. Sending prayers. My fur babies have been angels for me. And they've been angels for me through Mare. So yes, and my babies as well. Because they love unconditionally. That's the beauty of our animals, is they love us unconditionally. Candy says, thank you, Mare. Denny says, thank you all. Darla says, you are all in my prayers. Same for you, Darla. We're praying for you as well. Okay, my friends, this has been great. Thank you for being so willing to be open. And I will make sure next week we have a lighthearted, fun question. I'm going to peek real quick because I've already done my notes for that. What is that one? Let me see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see. Okay. It will be. All right. Thank you guys once again for coming in and joining me for Cup2Hook Conversations number 72. Woo, woo. And I hope you've had a great week. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for coming over to my house for a little while tonight. I can't wait to snuggle down with some of you in just a minute for movie night and have fun and laughter and just joy and movies and call the midwife and babies being born and giveaways and all kinds of fun things. But if you're not able to come, have a great week. And I can't wait to meet up with you here next Friday. And if you want to go ahead and mark your calendars, I will remind y'all again next Friday. But Friday the 26th, we will not have conversations and we will not have movie night, because I do want to encourage everyone to spend time with friends and family and just relax and enjoy the holidays. And until then, you guys be joyful. There is joy out there every day in the midst of pain, in the midst of chaos. So find that everyday joy. Let your joy tanks overflow. Let it fill you from the inside out. And definitely keep on crocheting. Make your own crafty creations, your own joyful creations. And I will see you again next week, if not in a few minutes at movie night. For those of you watching the replay, I do appreciate you coming and hanging out with me here at my house in your time. And to everyone, thanks for the visit, and I will see you again soon. I love y'all. Bye.